welcome back once again. As always, I'm Carl with Target's Attitude, and I welcome back to my little corner of cyberspace here. Today we're going to be looking at another CRKT. This one is another new one to the lineup. It's called the Hvas. It was developed by a Jasper Voxness, I think his name is pronounced, who's from Denmark. And this man is the type who does it all outdoors. He does hiking, he does hunting, he does fishing, he sails, he camps. I get the feeling that he spends more time outdoors than he does in his house working sometimes. But you get the picture. This is a man who wants a knife that's going to perform no matter where he is or what he's doing. And the Hvas ought to be able to do just that. Unlike a lot of new knives, this is not a flipper. There is no supposed tang, but still opens very smoothly, very nicely, and it locks up fairly well. So, I mean, yeah, I can't get that to close. Yeah, it's got a 3.4-inch blade, and the blade is, you know what? This head notes doesn't say what it's made from. Let's see what this one says. Doesn't say here either. It just says stainless drop point blade. Looking on the blade here to try to see if it says it anywhere, and it doesn't. Now, CRKT tends to use HCR 13 MOV whenever possible, and this does not say, but I'm going to expect that it probably is. But it's got a black glass reinforced nylon handle, which is very comfortable, wide enough to give you a good firm grip, but not so wide as to be uncomfortable in the hands. Blade, as I said, is 3.38 inch stainless. Very nice. Standard spear point. A little wide, but that gives it a really nice belly, which will probably work well. What I find interesting is that the pocket clip, which is set for right hand carry tip up, can apparently be reversed so that you can carry it left hand pocket, which is nice. The other nice thing is that, like the home front, it's using CRKT's new field strip technology. How does that work, you say? Well, if you've seen my review on the home front, you know. But let's go through it just to make sure. Basically, the field strip, you got a little switch right here. Pull it down, like so. Pinch the pivot point. You got a little wheel right here. You turn that wheel, and you can see that things are starting to separate out a little bit. Turn it until it's completely separated, and voila. There's one scale. There's your blade. There's the rest of the knife. I really like this field strip technology. It does add to the cost of the knife, admittedly, but if you're up in the mountains of Denmark or deep in a forge somewhere and your knife gets all gunked up because you dropped it in the stream accidentally while you're trying to cut your fishing line or something like that, you can take your knife apart right there where you are without any special tools whatsoever. Clean it out in a handy stream, and then put it back together. You just fit the blade on there, put the scale back on, making sure that everything lines up, and pinching the pivot point again. You turn your set screw here in the other direction until your scales are back together properly, and then you just put that switch back up into position. There you go. Your knife's locked back up. Everything's lined back up. You're ready to go. Which, for an outdoor knife, I think is fantastic. I think it's worth every penny of the extra cost they've added. It adds on to the knife. But let's go ahead and see how this does. I mean, nice looks and comfortable in the hand and all is great. It's got a hollow ground blade, which should help quite a bit. Reasonably thick spine for a pocket knife, as I expect for a knife designed by an avid outdoorsman. Let's see how it really does, shall we? Start with the paper test, of course. And that's doing everything I've come to expect from CRKT. That did well. Very well indeed. Can't complain. Standard piece of corrugated cardboard. Spear tip goes right through easily. Oh, and that hollow ground is making very sharp, very fast work of that. Yeah. Can't ask for better. That is sweet. Hang package test. Standard Coke bottle. Mainly I tend to prefer tea bottles because they're heavier, but this is still give you a good test to see whether this will open up a hang package or not easily. And okay. Spine's trying to hang up just a hair, but hanging up just a hair is overstating it a little bit, in my opinion. I mean, excuse me. Yeah, hung up just slightly on one little part, and then just blew through the rest without, like it wasn't even there. Okay. Paracord. If you're camping and hiking, you're always going to have a need to cut paracord to trim rope holding up your hammock or the ties holding up your tent. Maybe you need to hang a lantern or something, so you need some paracord for that. Or if you're fishing, you need to cut your fishing line. Ton of reasons to need to cut some cord. As you can see, it did large loop, fast and easy. Yeah. Excuse me. Did that one quick. So let's see how it does on these tiny little loops. See, I can just barely get the tip through because the blade's so wide, but 2, 3, okay. Didn't do as well as the Spear Point M16 maybe, but with a tip that wide, taking 3 passes to get through a loop that small, I consider that a win. I'm impressed. let's get my much whittled piece of wood here. Yeah, here's a section that I haven't whittled on yet. Did that beautifully. Let's see here. Do I have a right here? I mean, I'm only using. Okay, and that was just using my hand. Think what would happen if you had used a real baton for that. I'd still rather have a full-size blade when it came to time to baton some wood, but that took that out fast and easy. So, one last time on the paper. Yeah, batoning through the wood hasn't made any difference whatsoever. That edge is still as sweet and as nice as you can get. No rolls, no chips, nothing. So, there you have it. CRKT Hvas. Yes, it's pronounced Hvas, or spelled Hvas, but it's pronounced Hvas. Apparently, the word comes from the old Nordic languages, Viking and the like. It literally means sharp. Well, this holds up to it and lives up to it. I couldn't beat that thing with a stick. Even if I tried, it wouldn't do anything except laugh at it. So there you have it. Another beautiful knife from CRKT with their excellent line of designers. And one thing I do like about CRKT and Kershaw for that matter, they're willing to tell you who designed their knives. Some other knife companies, they won't tell you that. Personally, I think it's a shame. Knowing who designed the knife gives you an idea of what the knife is going to be like and what it's designed for. I mean, you'll never mistake a cut onion design for anyone else's. I don't think you'll ever mistake Mr. Vosnick's design for anyone else's either. But enough of my rambles. I hope you learned something new today. Hope you picked up a bit of information that's useful, even if it's just for curiosity's sake. I mean, curiosity may have killed the cat, but satisfaction brought him back, don't you know? As always, I'll put a link down below in the description telling you where you can get one for yourself if you want one, or if you want to get one as a gift for someone else. In the meantime, I gotta get running here, but I'll leave you with my standard warning, or admission, as it may seem. Actually, no, I almost forgot something. If you did like this video, I'm going to ask that you click the subscribe button down below. And after you've done that, go ahead and click on that little bell. That way you'll get notifications every time I put a new video out. Never know. Could come up with something you've never heard of or seen before. I've done it before. Might do it again. In the meantime, more people who subscribe to my channel, the better I do, the more knives I can review for you. And the more of other things I can review as well. But as always, I'm running over time, so take care of yourself. Hope to see you back here soon. And remember, if you're going to do something, no matter how minor it is, if you're going to do it with attitude. See you now.